So, among all the other mostly half-hearted attempts at this so-called challenge, yeah, this now this is the thing, right? Like, most are pretty short, and so is this, but it's about that self-contained sort of thing, you know, as in how much it feels self-contained. It doesn't leave anything outside, I mean, then again, even a long game can not be totally self-contained. Obviously it can, if it just forgets things, then it just wouldn't be, totally as incomplete. Then, it has plot holes, etc. If indeed there are plots. Of course, the only plot here is the one on the ground, and it has yeah, good comedy. It has it's it's pretty interesting. Yeah. Literally the only defect I could find, if you could call it that, in comparison to the others that I've already played, of course, it's nothing, because well, others had lots of this as well, and they had lots of just not non-completion, etc. Not to mention other things like technical issues. Yeah, the only defect, literally, if you could call it that, is the fact that there was a possessive its that had an apostrophe when it really didn't need to. I think that was it, not the other way around. But I guess it's relatively small. It's just sort of annoying because it got repeated 3 times at the end there when trying to apply, obviously 3 times if you do try all 3 options. Interesting. The scarecrow reminded me of, I mean, I just don't usually meet many scarecrows that talk, that is. Actually, I did meet, inverted commas, one last. I mean, I was going to say, I last encountered one in Osmosen Castle, right? That's the most memorable, certainly. Such a lovely movie. But technically, there was also a not exactly a talking scarecrow, but more like a sentient scarecrow. Yeah, in what was it called again? Some sort of generic name. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, I think it was called. More of a horror movie, though, rather than romantic fantasy like Howl's Moving Castle was, or comedy for that matter, like this was. So yeah, not very directly comparable. They are quite different. But yeah, I think it just shows what one can do with stock graphics, I suppose, and stock. I'm assuming music as well. Although I'm not too familiar with the intro music for some reason, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it was funny how it just built it as soon as he introduced to his own theme music. It's an effective piece of comedy. Yeah, it really makes me wonder how much more I should really use the comic sort of narrative as well in my own games. Because so far I'm not sure why, but I just do not end up doing so. But comedy can be effective as well, even with just a single character. And well, two others that do not quite. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the reference to Star Wars there at the end, but comic nonetheless. Yeah, I guess it is a Star Wars reference, isn't it? But So yeah, it was a fun little self-contained game.